Hey, everybody. Sienna here and Mike here. Hopefully you're having a fantastic day. Start of a new week. Monday. And here we are again, coming live into the Facebook, to the Agent on Fire Facebook group, and want to help you create some amazing fire and change in your business. So in the last week, we've talked about a lot of stuff. We've gone down a lot of rabbit trails, which have led to some amazing trainings. We've talked about marketing. We've talked about social media, branding, lots of different things that that you get to do in your business that are going to make you relevant, using proven strategies. But today I wanted to talk to you, Mike. You're sharing with me about some transactions you're bringing onto the table, and some business adventures that you're doing today and tomorrow. And so I want to walk away a little bit from the conversation regarding strategies when it comes to marketing and social media. And I want to pick your brain about strategies when it comes to getting more deals, like outside of just like the automated leads generation system.
Right.
Talking to people, closing deals. What strategies are you using to create millions of dollars in your pipeline?
Good question. So in very attentive listening, first of all, let's not be static. So there's no way I'm going to sit here and answer that question with, yes, let me think about that. Yes. Let's pick apart the question. So I'm going to go straight to the frickin' jugular on this one. All right. If you want to go find multi-million-dollar listings, go hang out in multi-million-dollar neighborhoods.
Yes.
Period. End of story. Okay. That's it. If you want to sell $10 million houses, go work where $10 million homes exist. Period. No other way to do it. Now, the second part of the question that I heard was, how do I speak to people? Okay. Well, I'm one of those lucky agents that my personality carried me a long way. And I ended up with very large listings in the beginning. So I had to actually reverse engineer all of the processes because I didn't know a lot of stuff. Okay. Which comes back to move fast and break shit. Oh, my assistant is here. Well, hold on. This is very important. This is my left-hand man. He's come to introduce himself. His name is Riker Gene Herbert, and he is working with me today. One of the beautiful, amazing things that we get to do as real estate agents, Chick and I, real estate couple, is have these guys in the office wherever we are. So, Riker, you want to go wake your brother up?
Yeah.
Go grab him. Okay. So, when it comes to discussing, which are actually land deals, okay, there are a lot of pieces of education that you may not have. City regulations, planning department relationships in a given area, the relationships with the lawyers that are involved in the transaction. This is back. Hold on a minute. Yes, sir. Did you wake him up?
No, he can't wake him up.
He's not waking up? Go check on him again. I'll be right here. I'm not going anywhere. I'm stuck deep for an hour. Okay. Those are the relationships that create the education. Now, I'm going to speak about Palm Springs, okay? Because that's where I have the majority of my large and developable pieces of land property. Two are in escrow. Another one may go into escrow tomorrow. These are deals that I'm working on for a long time. But those are the ones that create more. And instead of approaching it like, wow, this is a long road. Wow, this is a lot of work. Wow, this may never happen, which a lot of agents do. So they don't bother with this kind of stuff. Okay. They want that instant stuff, instant sale, 30 days done, close on. And there's nothing wrong with that. And I am truly in honor of that. That's a great thing. It's happening really well for me right now. But it's been, every agent has their ups and downs in that base hit. The base hit real estate deal. Get someone their home for $300,000, $400,000, $500,000. That's a nice base hit, and that is a lifetime relationship. But these big giant deals usually involve either major developers with big money or longtime family pieces of property that actually have been passed down from generation to generation. This is a long, long learning curve. And this is back out of this now. Just stop right there. Hard stop. If myself, Michael Herbert, real estate agent, Point Real Estate, Newport Beach, that's me in my professional tag, okay? But that's not who I am. Who I am is someone that's way deeper than a tag like that. And that is what I bring to the table, okay? It doesn't matter what I'm doing. Now, you want to ask yourself in the morning, what is it that I'm doing today and why am I doing it? We could probably roll this right into a homework assignment. 4 things you're going to do tomorrow, and why are you going to do them? And they need to be items that are going to push you towards a goal or a close or a new relationship or a new piece of, property that you're going to live, whatever it is. But why are you doing it? I do my job because I love to do my job. I wake up in the morning, rip roaring and ready to go because I love doing what I do. Ask yourself every morning. It's a repetitive question, and it's not a loaded question because I didn't know the answer 25 years ago when someone approached me and I was in my, let me do that math, but call it mid to late 20s. I had been doing a career for years that I loved because it was just brute force exhilarating and I loved it. Okay, it was commercial fishing. But the point is if you ask me who I am, then I would not have said I'm a commercial fisherman. I said I'm just some surfer dude from Santa Barbara. I mean, that's what I would have told you. Today, when you ask me who I am, I say I'm a loving, compassionate, caring, high energy, no holds barred, driven dude that loves to help people and loves people. That's my answer. Okay. Real estate agent, 100%. But that's what I'm bringing to that. So today there are questions. We all ask them every day. I ask the same question I'm asking you to answer every day. And that is, what is it that I'm going to do today and why am I going to do it? And the answer is in the why, not always just in the what. So I didn't go totally off track. I think I'm right on the money here. How do you get a $10 million listing? Go hang out where $10 million listings exist and meet those people, and don't be ashamed to ask dumb questions. What is it? Move fast and break it. We've done this, okay? In marketing, you understand that, Sienna. I understand that as a real estate professional and someone who is a trainer now and jumping into an arena I know nothing about other than the fact that this is what I bring. So I already am 99% of the way to the win, and I know exactly what the last 1% is. And I work on it every day. So for you as a real estate agent, where do you look for why you're doing your job? If the answer is just to get money, then it's the wrong reason. You're going to eventually fail or not like your job. If the answer is because I need to support my family, legitimate reason. If the answer is because I have to, I call bullshit. You don't have to do a damn thing if you don't want to. We live in America. It's a free country. Okay. Now, are you going to say that every day? No, it's my responsibility. I have to do this. And it turns into a dread conversation. So I don't want the 4 questions to be dreadful. Okay. And I'm just inventing this 4 questions. It could be 1 question. Okay. But those tasks that I wrote yesterday for today, tomorrow, Wednesday, I'm not done. I have no idea what the rest of the week looks like, but I know what specific, I believe 7 targets I need to make sure I accomplish this week, because it revolves around 2 real retail listings, one $350,000, one $700,000. Another retail listing, one buyer 350, one listing 700, another potential listing. You brought me some. Oh, we have very important. We're bringing in heavy equipment today, flatten out the
Construction,
land.
yeah, he's all into
Yeah,
the
so
construction.
we're gonna let this guy work with that construction material right there. There you go, sir. Make sure you put up your safety cone. Don't want to get anybody hurt. Those little old ladies from Pasadena might hit you, man. Get a couple more security warning cones. Where was I?
The 7 things you need to do this week.
Yeah.
To do this
7,
week.
so when you're planning your week out, a lot of real estate brokerages, we all get some kind of a CRM tool. Okay. I recommend using it and breaking it. Use it, break it. Use it to where you mess it up. Put so much stuff in there that you don't know what you're doing. But take those those specific targeted items and get them onto that list and put on the schedule so that they can be moved around and adjusted in according to your week. And that way, when you walk into these meetings, you're prepared. Prepared for me is sometimes more damage than it's worth for me. Just for me, I work much better freelance, free flow. I free flow in a lot of the things I do. Drives people crazy, but I assure you, when you're standing in front of your client and it's free flow, it's a lot better than, well, I put together this folder for you today. Okay, now you're talking about a folder with a bunch of papers with bullshit numbers on them. Okay, doesn't matter if they're real numbers. It's all just bullshit sitting in front of a client. If they need that number, you can grab that number. This is what clients need. Clients need exactly where your passion and your positive drive comes into the relationship. That is what results in big wins when it comes to closes. So that is a 7. Great number. 7. Riker, you like that number 7?
Excellent.
Yeah, 7, baby. Anyway,
Excellent.
so that is my take on that first piece. And since you're on a roll there, Sienna, I'm going to go with, what can you think of that we could talk about next? Because we're getting a lot more clear.
I was going to ask you, you're going to be training from your car tomorrow.
It's going to be great.
And one thing is waking up, like you talked about doing the 7 steps, but creating things to do that are money generating activities for the first part of the day. And our trainings are important, but what's really important is generating business for your real estate business. I think I just have some allergies or something going on. So what are you going to be doing tomorrow?
Oh, so what am I doing? Because I'm going to be in the car. Hey, Riker, can you hear Riker? Is Riker on camera here?
I can hear him.
Is it bothersome to everybody?
Oh, he's fine.
Okay, I just want to make sure that everybody that's online or anybody watching can hear me. Otherwise, he's in my show today, baby. So everyone that wants to answer that question, here's what I'm doing tomorrow. I'm driving to Palm Springs to meet a client who's flying in from out of the country to look at a property he's already in escrow on with me, but he's also looking at another property that he's very interested in and might very well write an offer for $10 million, give or take $1 million or two. Don't know. And that is the extent of my meeting. I've been invited to a very luxury golf course, private golf community for a lunch, meet and greet, and leave. I'm going to that meeting again. I'm not going at the real estate agent is my title, representative of Point Real Estate, straight to the Point Real Estate we call ourselves. In Newport, California is who I'm going as. But who are they getting? What are they getting? Why are they working with me? It has nothing to do with that. It has to do with what I'm bringing to the table. Relationships, energy, positivity, constant, unwavering drive to walk right around all the no's and find the yes, because that is what it takes. We're not talking about sales closing 101, the art of closing. There's a million books written about that. And in sales, if you study sales as a psychology and you study sales books as a psychology, the art of seduction, people hear the word seduction and if they're not, if they look at the stereotypical version of that, their head goes somewhere else. The art of seduction is guiding someone and caring about someone enough so that they're actually interested and know you at the core truth of who you're trying to be in that situation. And that, you don't need to sell anything when you're in that zone. That's the zone. That's the zone. And so yeah, that's where I'm going. I'm going to Palm Springs, baby. I work down there. I have multiple listings down there, and I happen to be an expert in tribal real estate down there. There's an Indian tribe down there that runs the show, so I work very closely with them.
And you're going to be hanging out with the right people
Always.
where the money is, and
Yes.
other deals can roll through this just by hanging
I will
out.
challenge. Yep.
Just by hanging out at the golf course, the luncheon.
Yeah, the golf course thing is so funny because that is so not me, but that's where they said I got to go. So what you see is what you get. I'll be there. That's one of my nicknames from other business negations. I'm the what you see is what you get is here. So I'm going to go to the golf course. And if they ask me to play golf, I can probably swing my way through a game, through 9 holes. But I'm not staying there any longer than 9 holes. I'd rather go hit 2 and leave, but whatever. Golf's cool. Not my thing, but.
Yeah. So one thing you talked about with this strategic seduction.
Yes.
Or just seduction. A lot
Well,
of
there's a book called Strategic Seduction. And it's funny because when I was a young kid, my first experience in boarding school, not parochial school, but boarding school, one of my roommates had this book called Sublimative Seduction. And I just thought it was the coolest thing I'd ever seen. And I wasn't really a big reader when I was in, junior high, elementary and stuff. It was hard for me. I had some learning issues. And so he gives me this book and it's got lots of pictures in it. And I'm like, oh, wow, I get it. And I'll never forget that book. And all of the books today, seduction, strategic seduction, this seduction, that seduction. The word seduction is not a bad word. The word seduction is a production word. Wow, where'd I get that? Seduction, production, baby.
So as I was saying, it's just like that word seduction. It's just really all about, we've talked about the word enrollment, enrolling your potential client into an idea that they already have.
Right.
And when, instead of like thinking, oh, I got to sell this to them or bring them on as a client, it's just like bringing them on to the idea that they already have and what they already want. And when you listen to what your client wants, that you can travel into that next into the next process of enrolling them into the idea that they already love and how you can serve them and help them create that goal.
Yes. Great example comes to mind. I used to work in a different industry and I worked primarily in sales. I worked one kind of client, one type of client in particular were law firms, and I work with law firms. I grew up with firms, work with law firms. I used to work with a big, large work comp law firm. So lots of paper, basically just, a lot of, cases just have there was no big show book stuff. Anyway, and they worked on the defense side, not the plaintiff side. Anyway, so I would go in and do these presentations for very large scale, technology solutions that included, at the time, LexisNexis software, computers, Dell servers, all this communication stuff, remote stuff, attorney stuff. Back then it was like, I think it was, I don't remember what cell phones were popular, but the point is it was a big, big conversation. Okay. My job that they perceived as who I was the over flamboyant, constantly just, always running at 1,000% guy who was super enthusiastic about what I was selling, right? Well, what they didn't understand is that I know lawyers very well and how their minds work, okay? And I knew my art of selling in that situation needed to be that exact enrollment you're talking of in the different theories of enrollment sales that you and I have both studied in different, training, self-work stuff that we both agree that we experienced, never together, but with each other. And we know enough about that to know what that is, right? And so my job was to explain someone the $250,000 answer and then turn around and sit back with my arms crossed and let them explain to me exactly what I just told them about as if it was theirs to another group of people. And that was it. That was all I had to do. And I did it pretty successfully for a long time. But it wasn't until I realized that it wasn't, and let's go back to power versus force. Okay, power versus force. That's power. The force is going in there and selling it in the solution sold and walk away like I'm some kind of bandwagon sales guy. And then 2 weeks later, they're trying to negotiate and peel off another 50 grand so that ultimately the margins are getting really small. That's not enrolling, that's forcing. Now on the power side of it, enrolling your client, and this is what we as real estate agents, because once we're in it, they see that we're in it to win it. And we, give them 1,000% more than anybody else gives them, cross every line that needs to be crossed. I'm not going to tell you to break any rules in real estate, but break social rules, because that's original, that's from the heart, that's passionate. And you know what? Sometimes it may not work out the way you want it to, but I assure you there'll be 4 more right behind that one if you do it that way. Just come in 100% from the heart, get that enrolled person, and you'll know when you don't have, when your conversation is not about whether or not they're working with you or not. It's what are you doing today to help them?
True. So anything else that you want to share before we wrap up today's training?
Where's our time at?
We are at 10:25.
Oh, we got 10 hours. I could go till 4 o'clock. No. I'm gonna just bat home. I'm gonna hit home relationships again too. Conversation with a client this morning. If you don't know much about escrow, everyone, agents burning with fire to learn more and get more and be more successful, take your escrow officer out to lunch. Send them a gift card to take their team out to lunch. Give to them, because they work with so many things all at the same time. They barely have time social at all. And I will tell you this from experience, officers, run your game once you're inside that market. and you're in that game and you've got a deal, a transaction going through escrow. You need them. And relationships are everything. So work on your relationships.
That's good. That's good.
How we doing, Riker? How's the construction site? Oh, we still got more work to do? Really? Okay. I'll help you do that work in a minute. The dump truck? Where is the dump truck? Oh, there's the dump truck. Got it. Dump, that where we need it. Where's the excavator? Yeah. Okay. I think we've got a heavy equipment operator and a big time developer. We've got the next DR Horton Home CEO over here.
Yeah.
What? And a bulldozer. Yep.
And it's important to build relationships with those people too.
Absolutely. I know all the drive. Whenever I go to a construction site with a developer, I always meet the guys on the truck, on the dozers first. If I'm going to a site, and I'm not kidding, I get out of my car and I walk across the dirt all the way to where I see their cars parked, because I know that's where they're going to take their lunch. And I bring them something, bottles of water or whatever. And you just go out there and bullshit with people. It's cool. People go, oh, you're wasting your time. You're wasting your time. Okay. Do it your way. But my way seems to work pretty well.
You just never know who you're going to talk to and what
No.
it's going to generate in your business.
Right.
Or
Right.
personal.
So actually, I want to actually close with the discussion of building your digital footprint and your brand online, utilize the technology that we work with as far as what our marketing drive comes from, which is digital marketing and funnel hacking. So I want to end on one note. Coming from technology, I've worked with a lot of different systems that have prospered online, companies that have done phenomenal, and I'm not going to name names. Some of them are in different markets that I don't really want to talk about. But the reality is success is so much closer to grab in the digital world than it was in the grassroots world before we had the internet. It changed the game. And everybody thinks, oh, the internet's been around forever. Oh, Google's got control of everything. Oh, I'll never be a big YouTuber or social media. I just need to get viewers. We are barely scratching the surface of technology on the internet. So grab it and don't ever let go. I suggest, and this is what I was thinking about earlier, and I'm glad we talked about it. I suggest making a video on what? Yeah, we're gonna get it right now. You need another cone though. I suggest that everybody wrap up your daily work with a live video on the Agent on Fire private Facebook that you're a member of, and we're climbing on there. I can't remember, but the amount of people that are in there now. But share your videos. Riker, 1 second. Can you just be quiet for 1 minute? Thanks, big man. I know you're in an important meeting and you're working on some important stuff, so just hang tight. Make a video and debrief your work. Make a video and debrief your day. What'd you do? You don't need to disclose any information you don't want to disclose. Debrief your day with us, as we will do the same. And I will commit to a video a day inside the challenge site too. So I'm going to put one in there, including, obviously this is a video that'll be in there, but I will put other videos in there as well. All right. So that is it. Come check it out. Be an agent on fire. Agent on fire, on fire. Yeah. Light it up. You know, I hear all the kids use these funny words, and one of them is lit, dude, lit. What's up, dude? That's so lit. I mean, I get it. Light it up. That's where it comes from. So that's it. I'm out. Thank you for coming, and we'll see you tomorrow from the car on the way to Palm Springs.
Excellent. All right, everybody, have a great day. I look forward to seeing your videos.
Yep. Look forward to all the videos. Bring it.